My dear friends, can we have a heart-to-heart for a moment? Have you ever pulled a blouse from your closet, one you've owned for years and felt comfortable in, only to look in the mirror and feel like something is just off? You can't quite put your finger on it, but that vibrant feeling you want to have just isn't there. We all believe that comfort and familiarity are our allies as we get older. But what if I told you that one of those familiar habits could be the very thing that's silently stealing your sparkle? The fastest way to look older than you feel isn't your wrinkles, your hair, or even the number on the scale. It's your blouse. Yes, that simple piece of clothing is a quiet thief, and it might be robbing you of your confidence without you even realizing it. Most women over 60 are making the same exact mistakes, day after day. But as someone who has listened to the quiet frustrations of so many wonderful women over the years, I can tell you with absolute certainty, the problem is not you. It's the blouse. I'm not just talking theory here. Let me tell you about my dear friend, Carol. We met for coffee last week, and she seemed a little down, constantly tugging at her top. She told me she just felt frumpy. We realized it was her favorite, comfortable, flowered blouse, one she's had for a decade. That blouse was hiding her wonderful spirit and making her look tired. That secret comfort was costing her her radiance. In this video, we're not just going to identify these 7 hidden mistakes. We are going to fix them with simple, easy adjustments that anyone can make. I'm not here to scare you. I'm here to arm you with the knowledge to step out of your home looking as vibrant and confident as you truly feel on the inside. And please, be sure to stay with me until the very end. Because the final tip I'll share is a simple shopping rule that has nothing to do with price tags, but has everything to do with how you feel about yourself. This small secret can save you money and completely transform your confidence. This is about honoring the woman you are today, using the powerful idea of what psychologists call enclothed cognition, which simply means our clothes genuinely change how we see ourselves. Before we dive in, I truly want to know if this sounds familiar. If you've ever had a Carol moment, where you just felt off in an outfit you used to love, please take a moment to comment a simple yes below. It lets me know you understand, and it shows others in our community that they are not alone either. Okay, let's get started. Alright, let's begin with the first and most common mistake I see. Mistake number 1. Wearing oversized and shapeless fits. Now, let's be honest with each other. Many of us reach for those oversized, boxy blouses for very understandable reasons. They feel comfortable. They feel forgiving. In our minds, they feel like a safe harbor, a way to gently hide the parts of our bodies that have changed over the years, the parts we may no longer feel as confident about. We think we're covering things up, but we are actually doing the exact opposite. Here is the quiet truth. A shapeless blouse doesn't actually hide your body. It completely erases it. Instead of suggesting your natural silhouette, it adds visual weight, making your frame appear wider and heavier than it truly is. It can make your posture seem stooped, even when you're standing tall. This is precisely why you can put on a big, comfortable blouse and end up feeling, well, frumpy instead of elegant. That feeling of being a little bit lost inside your own clothes, that's a direct result of a top that has no form. I want you to picture a beautiful, masterfully carved statue in a museum. Think of its graceful lines, its curves, all the intricate detail. Now, imagine someone throwing a thick, heavy blanket over it. All of that beauty, all of that presence, is gone. You can no longer see the art beneath. That is exactly what an oversized, shapeless blouse does to you. It hides your shape, and in doing so, it hides your presence. This was the exact issue my friend Carol was having. Her spirit was hidden under a shapeless blanket of fabric. So, let's lift that blanket. The solution isn't about squeezing yourself into something tight or uncomfortable. Never. The goal is always balance, never restriction. The most flattering blouses are the ones that gently skim the body, rather than swallow it. You should look for blouses with subtle, gentle tailoring, perhaps a few seams or darts that hint at a waistline without clinging. If you love a loose top, balance it by pairing it with more fitted bottoms, like a pair of slim leg pants. And one of the most wonderful, simple tricks is the half tuck. Just tucking the very front of the blouse into your waistband. It instantly creates a focal point and restores your shape effortlessly. Please, start by choosing just one blouse that respects your figure, and you will be amazed at how much lighter, brighter, and more confident you feel. Now, let's move on to the second mistake, which often sneaks into our closets without us even realizing its effect. Mistake number 2. Overly busy patterns. A patterned blouse can feel like such a cheerful choice. We see them in the store and think they'll add personality and life to our wardrobe. And sometimes, we buy them because we feel like a solid color is just boring. But here is the danger. A busy, chaotic pattern can end up competing with you. Instead of acting as a beautiful frame for your face, your smile, and your energy, the pattern demands all the attention for itself. When a blouse is covered in loud florals, giant swirls, or a dozen clashing colors, it creates what designers call visual clutter. Instead of enhancing your natural beauty, it completely overwhelms it. The unfortunate result is that people notice the blouse, but they don't truly see the wonderful woman who is wearing it. Have you ever put on a brightly patterned top, looked in the mirror, and thought to yourself, "My goodness, why do I look so tired today?" I can assure you, it's very likely not your skin or how much you slept. It's the blouse. The chaotic pattern is visually draining the energy from your face, pulling all the focus downwards, and creating a sense of heaviness. Think of it this way. If your blouse is shouting, your elegance is forced to whisper. It simply cannot be heard over all that noise. The goal is for your clothing to be a beautiful supporting actor, allowing you, the star of the show, to shine. When the pattern is too loud, it becomes the star, and you are unintentionally pushed into the background of your own life. The solution isn't to get rid of patterns altogether. Not at all. Patterns can be incredibly chic when chosen wisely. The key is to seek out softer, more refined prints. Think about delicate, smaller-scale florals, subtle polka dots, or gentle, classic geometric shapes. And pay close attention to the colors. A blouse that uses 2 or 3 beautifully coordinated shades will always look more sophisticated and expensive than one that uses 10. The pattern should gently frame your beauty, not fight with it. Let the world see you first. If you agree that simple elegance is a powerful tool, I'd love for you to encourage others by commenting the word elegant below. It's a wonderful reminder for our whole community. Alright, let's talk about our third mistake. This one might surprise you, but it is one of the most powerful style decisions you can make. Mistake number 3. Choosing the wrong neckline. Why is the neckline so incredibly important? Because your neckline is the frame for the most important feature you have, your face. It has the power to make your neck look longer and more graceful, to draw attention to your smile, and even to make your posture appear more confident. Yet, so many of us fall into the habit of wearing the same necklines we've worn for decades, without realizing that they may no longer be serving us. Our bodies change, our skin changes, and what looked wonderful on us at 30 might not be the most flattering choice at 60. Here's the core issue. Many of us default to very high necklines, like turtlenecks or blouses that button all the way up to the throat. We often choose them out of a desire for modesty or coverage. But visually, these high necklines can have an unintended effect. They can shorten the neck and create the illusion of sloping shoulders. Instead of looking elegant and poised, they can make us look and feel restricted, a little closed off from the world. On the other extreme, a neckline that is too low can feel out of place and draw attention away from your face. I remember a client of mine, a truly lovely woman named Eleanor, who for years would only wear high, collared blouses. She felt they were proper. But during one of our sessions, I encouraged her to try something simple. Just unbutton the top 2 buttons of her shirt to create a soft V-shape. The change was instant, and it was breathtaking. It was as if a light had been switched on. Her face looked brighter, her neck looked longer, and her entire presence seemed to open up. She told me later, with a smile, that she felt like she could finally breathe. That small change made her feel more approachable and confident than she had in years. So, the solution is to find the necklines that elongate, soften, and balance. The V-neck is a universal favorite for a reason. It creates a beautiful vertical line that draws the eye upward. A sophisticated boat neck is wonderful for highlighting the collarbone. Even a simple open collar on a blouse creates that flattering V-shape. And a soft scoop neck is perfect for opening up the chest area, keeping your look fresh and light. You've earned every line of wisdom on your face and every spark in your eyes. Please, choose necklines that celebrate those features, not hide them away. Now, let's move on to a mistake that has nothing to do with shape or patterns, but everything to do with the feel of the fabric itself. Mistake number 4. Clingy fabrics. You know the ones I mean. They're the thin polyester blends, the inexpensive jersey knits, the blouses that seem to wrap themselves around every single curve and crease, whether you want them to or not. We often buy them thinking they are lightweight and easy to wear, but in reality, they can be our worst enemy when it comes to creating an elegant silhouette. Here is the fundamental problem. High-quality, flattering fabrics drape. They have enough weight and substance to flow gracefully over the body, skimming your shape in a forgiving way. But these cheap, clingy fabrics, they do the opposite. They grip. Instead of creating a smooth, clean line, they have a tendency to highlight everything we'd rather not put on display. That little bit of softness around the midsection is suddenly highlighted. The distinct line of a bra strap is suddenly exposed. Even the slightest change in posture can cause these fabrics to bunch, wrinkle, or stretch in all the wrong places. And unfortunately, these materials often look inexpensive, no matter how much you paid for them. They can undermine your entire look. Have you ever had that experience? You see a blouse on a hanger, and it looks beautiful. But when you put it on, your heart sinks a little as you think, why is this showing everything? That is the cling factor at work. And I want to say this very clearly. It is not your body that is the problem. It is the fabric that is betraying you. So, what is the solution? It's about consciously choosing fabrics that work with you, not against you. Look for materials that skim. Fabrics like silk or good quality satin blends are wonderful because they drape elegantly. A crisp cotton poplin holds its shape beautifully while staying comfortable. Breathable linen blends are timeless and perfect for warmer weather. And crepe fabrics are fantastic because they skim the body without clinging to every curve. Here's a little secret you can use when you're shopping. Always do the drape test. Hold the fabric in your hands and let it fall. If it collapses like a piece of plastic wrap, it is going to cling. If it falls with a gentle, fluid wave, it is going to flatter. Elegance is about suggestion, softness, and flow. And when you wear something that moves gracefully, you carry yourself differently. You feel more polished, more put together, and that confidence is what truly shines. Alright, we've arrived at mistake number 5, and this one is a bit tricky because it often hides in plain sight, in blouses we once thought were timeless. Mistake number 5, outdated details. A blouse can have a perfectly classic shape, but still look dated because of small, specific design elements. Think about it. Clothing speaks its own language, and details are the accent. A blouse with oversized, bulky shoulder pads immediately whispers 1980s. A top with layers of cascading ruffles and fussy bows might remind people of the 90s or early 2000s. Other culprits include extra-wide cuffs, shiny plastic buttons, or dated embroidered appliques. These details may have been the height of fashion once, but today, they can instantly anchor your look to a bygone era, making you appear older than you are. The core issue here is that fashion, even classic fashion, evolves in subtle ways. Collar shapes get a little narrower, sleeve styles become a bit more streamlined, and button styles become more refined. When a blouse is locked into the details of a specific past decade, it can subconsciously make it seem like we are locked there too, even if we feel vibrant and modern on the inside. Have you ever pulled out a blouse you've owned for 15 or 20 years, put it on, and thought, why doesn't this feel right anymore? It's not because you've changed. It's because the silent language of fashion has, and those small details are now telling a different story. I had a wonderful client named Diane who had a closet full of blouses she loved but never wore. We discovered that many of them had bulky, built-in shoulder pads. She kept them thinking they were good quality. So, we did a simple experiment. We took one of her favorite silk blouses to a tailor and had the shoulder pads removed. It cost less than $20. The transformation was astonishing. Instantly, the blouse looked softer, more current, and infinitely more flattering. It went from a closet relic to her new favorite top. The solution doesn't always mean throwing everything away. Often, a simple refresh is all that's needed. Start with an easy fix. If you have a blouse with bulky shoulder pads, simply snip them out. It takes 2 minutes and can completely modernize the silhouette. Look at the buttons. Swapping old, shiny plastic buttons for new ones made of pearl, simple metal, or horn can elevate a blouse instantly. And if a blouse just feels too frilly, too shiny, or too complicated, sometimes the best solution is to gracefully let it go. Elegance is most powerful when it's simple. By editing these small details, you allow your natural, ageless presence to come forward. Let's move on to our sixth mistake. This is another subtle detail, but it has a massive impact on creating a balanced, elegant, and graceful silhouette. Mistake number 6. The wrong length and proportions. The length of your blouse is one of the most critical elements of your entire outfit, yet it's something we often overlook. A blouse that's too long can completely swamp your frame, visually shorten your legs, and make you look shorter and wider overall. On the other hand, a blouse that's too short, like a cropped style, can cut your body at an awkward place, making your torso appear boxy and emphasizing the midsection. When the proportions are off, even the most beautiful and expensive blouse will look, well, just plain awkward. The reason this becomes even more important as we get older is that our body's proportions can shift. What was once a flattering length in our 40s might not serve us as well at 60 or 70. Have you ever tried on a long tunic-style blouse, thinking it would be slimming, only to look in the mirror and feel like you look heavier? That is the power of proportion at work. It's not your body that's wrong. It's the cut of the blouse that isn't creating a harmonious balance with your shape. Think of your outfit like a piece of architecture. Every element needs to be in balance for the structure to look beautiful and strong. If the top half is too long and heavy, it throws the entire building off kilter. If it's too short, it looks unfinished. But when the proportions are just right, everything clicks into place. Your legs look longer, your waist feels defined, and your overall presence appears more polished and put together. So what is the simple solution? For most women, the sweet spot for blouse length is right around the mid-hip. This length naturally elongates the torso without drowning your shape or shortening your legs. If you do love a longer tunic, the key is to create balance by pairing it with slim, fitted pants to create a pleasing contrast. And please, don't forget the power of the half tuck. Tucking just the front of your blouse into your waistband is one of the easiest styling tricks in the book. It creates definition and brings the proportions back into harmony. Next time you try on a blouse, don't just ask, does it fit? Ask yourself, does this length balance me? When the answer is yes, you'll instantly appear taller, slimmer, and more graceful. And if you've ever tried the half tuck and been surprised by how well it works, share the encouragement by commenting the word magic below. And now, for our final and perhaps most transformative mistake. It's the one that can instantly make you look either tired and drained, or vibrant and glowing. Mistake number 7. Ignoring the power of color. We often spend so much time focusing on fit, comfort, and fabric, but the color of the blouse you wear plays just as big a role, sometimes even bigger. The color that sits right under your chin has the power to either reflect a soft, beautiful light onto your face or to cast dull, unflattering shadows. The wrong color can wash you out, emphasize fine lines, and make your complexion look sallow. But the right color. Oh, the right color can instantly brighten your eyes, soften your skin, and make you look more radiant and full of life without changing a single other thing. Here is the essential truth we must embrace. As we age, our natural coloring changes. Hair that was once dark may now be a beautiful silver, gray, or a lighter shade. Our skin tones can soften, and our lips can lose some of their natural pigmentation. This means that the colors that made you look fantastic in your 30s and 40s may not be your best friends anymore. A harsh, bright white might have looked crisp then, but a soft ivory or cream might be far more flattering now. A flat black blouse could now emphasize shadows under the eyes, whereas a rich navy or charcoal gray would provide the same sophistication without the harshness. Ignoring this subtle shift is one of the biggest blouse mistakes women make. Think about two women standing side by side. One is wearing a blouse in a flat, muddy beige that almost blends into her skin tone, making her look tired. The other is wearing a blouse in a lively sapphire blue. Instantly, the woman in blue looks more awake. Her eyes appear brighter. Her skin seems to glow. The difference isn't makeup or a good night's sleep. It's the color of her blouse working with her natural beauty instead of against it. You don't need to be a color expert to solve this. The solution is simply to become a more mindful observer. Start by holding blouses up to your chin in front of a mirror with good, natural light. Notice what happens. Does a color make your eyes sparkle? Does it make your skin look brighter and clearer? If you love lighter colors, try gentle pastels like rose pink or sky blue. If you love deeper tones, explore rich jewel tones like emerald green, deep teal, or burgundy. These shades are particularly stunning next to silver or gray hair. Your blouse should never drain your energy. It should add to it. Choosing the right color is the simplest way to let your most vibrant, elegant self shine through. As we come to a close, I find my thoughts returning to my dear friend, Carol, the one I mentioned at the beginning. The woman who felt her sparkle was fading, hidden away under a blouse that no longer served her. The truth is, there's a little bit of Carol in so many of us. We reach for what's familiar, what feels safe, and in doing so, we sometimes forget that we deserve to be seen in our best light. We don't need to hide ourselves under shapeless fabrics or busy patterns that shout louder than we do. Every lesson we've walked through today, from choosing the right neckline to embracing a flattering color, is not just about clothing. It's about reclaiming your presence. Please, remember this above all else. Fashion at this stage of life is not about following a set of strict rules. It is about honoring yourself. It's about looking in the mirror and seeing a reflection that matches the vibrant, wise, and beautiful spirit you feel on the inside. A blouse is only a frame. The incredible woman wearing it. You are the masterpiece. But knowledge is only powerful when we put it into action. So now, I have one important question for you. What is the one small commitment you are making to yourself this week after watching this video? It could be as simple as, I promise to try a new color, or perhaps, I will finally let go of that one outdated blouse that no longer brings me joy. Please share your personal commitment in the comments below. Let's create a wave of inspiration for each other and take that first step together. And if you found real value and encouragement in our time together today, show your support by giving this video a simple like. To ensure you continue on this journey with us and never miss another conversation about living with style and confidence, hit that subscribe button. It's more than just subscribing. It's joining our wonderful community of women dedicated to living our most vibrant lives together. And finally, think of just one friend, one sister, or a loved one who might need to hear this gentle reminder today. And please, share this video with them. Your simple act could truly brighten their day. Stay confident, stay radiant, and I'll see you in the next video.